Deckard6 here, and welcome back to Sea Dog Sultans. We're taking it slow. We're playing the economy game at the moment. We're expanding via colonization rather than wars because our only two potential rivals are very, very large at the moment. We have Malwa in the west and Ming in the east. I'd love to be able to go at Ayutthaya and through them Ming, but right now I don't think I can fight Ming with their tech advantage. As awful as that sounds, Ming having a tech advantage, they do. Wow, we're actually ahead of the Ottomans and pretty close to the Western powers. Huh. Well, it's just the fact that Ming is even ahead of us. They've been getting good rulers. I think they've just been doing well overall. You can see here in the horde territory that they push the hordes back rather than having the hordes stab them in the back when they're at war in the south. If these revolts would actually start taking hold, I totally back them up. What's causing these revolts? Lost the mandate of heaven? Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. This is the time to strike. I just saw that they lost the mandate of heaven. They have +5 revolt risk all over. Oh, you're an awful. All right, you're good. You're good. You'll work. They might not even join in to help Ayutthaya. We'll see. Alright, my goal is to take basically as much of the tie as I can. Do we need to suppress anything here? Or are you guys pretty good? You're pretty good. I'm going to risk you. I hope that's not a bad idea. We are going to take Chiang Rai. It's the only thing we technically have claim on. I'm going to start claim on Chiang Mai. It'll finish while we're at war. And let's see, will people actually come with us into this war? That's sort of the other big issue. Oh, I need to wait until I send another diplomat because I've got one claiming. Come on, come on, come on. Declare war. Everyone but Timurids will join in. Take Chiang Rai. Go and immediately try to sack Ayutthaya. Go, go, go. Move, people. Take out what army they have. Bam. Alright, it's a small boost to war score at the beginning. Join us, everyone! Take down the false emperor. Let's see. We can support rebels for that would be too expensive. So they have Ming peasants already revolting and revolting everywhere. They did not join in the war. Oh my god. Yes, because they've lost the mandate of heaven. Now is our chance to trounce Ayutthaya for pretty much good. Make them break their alliance with Ming if they still have it. They don't. At least not for now. This is really bad for them. Really good for us. I'm going to detach a siege and send it to Chiang Mai just to maintain it there. Hell, I think we can basically go for carpet siege here. We're far enough ahead of Ayutthaya. I can really just take on their army with a small force of mine and spread out a whole bunch to start sieging a whole bunch of provinces. Probably not going to go full on carpet, but still, this is pretty good positioning. We'll hunt down and destroy as much of their army as we can. Are you willing to give up that position? No, we don't care about that. We're just going to have them release Shan as independent state, I think. Independent stake. Stake. Alright, we're going to win this only barely. We're going to have to go back and recover. But it's a win. You can now go to Korat. Sink some of their navy. Yeah, we're just going to acquire a lot of territory in this one. This is a good moment just to see that they've lost the mandate of heaven. Oh my god, that's perfect for us. Considering how well they're doing, I'm actually surprised they managed to lose that mandate. Sure, more provinces are ours. Oh, bad move. I just finished my siege there. I moved to reinforce. Suck it through a hose. Going where? Siam Reap? So they're going down this way, I think. Rebels over here. I'd forgotten about those rebels. Tibet? Sure. Tibet, you're out of here. I'll have to go back and deal with those rebels shortly. No, don't wipe out my stack. Yay, got you in time. So my little stack can go join up with these guys here and then go back and deal with the rebels. Because you guys have got this basically in hand. We're mostly playing wrap-up at this point. Frickin' rebels. 1% revolt risk chance, and they still go off. What the heck? Yes, I know. Eventually they'll go off. It's like there's no real difference. It's still frustrating. Man, Ming is not doing well. They are probably really glad they didn't join in this war. They would be getting trounced. They'd be going off even worse. I'm hoping some more patriots start rolling up. Ah, poor Ming. You came so close to being a really good rival to me, and then you lost the mandate. With a little time like this to help bolster my forces, bolster my income, defeat my rivals, because this is going to get me plenty of military power projection to keep my +1 bonuses. That's going to keep me competing with them quite well. Hopefully allow me to close the gap. At least Ming's putting up a fight. It's a losing fight, I think, but they're putting one up. So if I take all this territory and make them release nation of Shan, I still have plenty of war score left to spend. See, I can add that to the list. Still be fine. I don't want to go too heavy. I might start getting war exhaustion. I might just try to isolate. Can I get this? Not quite yet. I might be able to, and just make this cut out this curve here and isolate the city of Ayutthaya, which is my primary target here, and just utterly take apart Ayutthaya. So that that's going to be a lot of overextension. I think I'm going to take the more conservative approach. Let's see, an old treaties with the Ottomans are the only other people, and the Timurids. They could potentially be inconvenient. Well, they only have military access with the Timurids and the Ottomans, so those don't matter to me. Transfer trade power? No. Yeah, I guess that's all. Seems a little small for how decimating this war is. Or devastating. Decimating is only 1/10. Alright, now let's deal with these rebels while I'm actually able to remember that they're there. We're going to go for the cheap guy at the moment. Alright. Agriculture Revolution. You're going to actually go for bigger army. More manpower is nice. This is why we wanted all that extra admin power. Oh yes. Most of North Thailand is mine now. I almost wish I could have brought the Ming to battle. Do I have a justified war with them? Are they still lost the mandate of heaven? And I have all these territories I have to worry about rebels with, so I'm not. It's probably not a great idea. Alright, let's recapture this. Wipe out the army here. That was me playing badly that I hadn't dealt with these rebels. It's because I'm trying to keep things moving and focusing on the war and commentating. And we end up with stream of consciousness clips like last time. We'll go defeat rebels, sure. Alright. Whole lot of non-accepted culture. Screw the Ming. Just screw them. Let's see. Centralization yields benefits. That's nice. Mendes almost done. We will honor our call. This could be interesting. With our armies, one of our armies tied up on rebel duties, and all these other potential rebels, I really don't feel like throwing that much to help the Timurids, particularly against our, allies here. But I'd love to be able to position troops in. We need the military power. Love to be able to position troops in India to help the Timurids. Timurids are just, they're collapsing, I think. Ivory, that's another good one. Timurids are probably not the right horse to back. I'm still worried about rebels here. I could try to suppress the whole area since it's all relatively low base tax. Okay, army is freed up to move now. Those events are always too expensive for me right now. Sucks. Still need to build a main battle fleet at some point. I'm hoping these Zhu nationalists manage to take a chunk out of Ming while they have the chance. We are going to negotiate. I don't like doing that, particularly when we already got a revolt. Great. But we really don't want to fight additional men when we're fighting a major foe like this. I'm going to see if I can take some of their provinces. How's their navy? Not bad between all three of them. We have more, but they're also not doing bad. I don't really want to take the fight to Bengal. I don't want to destroy them any more than they, tend to do it themselves by overexpanding into foreign culture territory. I want Malwa to start collapsing a little, or at least taking some losses for its expansion. So seeing if I can siege out some of their provinces, raise some more exhaustion on them, will be worth it in my opinion. And you really do need to just be kept back here to keep these rebels in line. That is the reason this war is particularly bad timing. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, a couple of you that are exceptionally low might get suppressed. You're only two. You're definitely suppressed. Suppress you. You're only two. Suppress you. Not worth fighting the armies that are coming out of you for the base tax you provide. I will totally claim our rival's province of Korat. I also know we don't have a colonist in use at the moment. I'm trying to save up some income just in case I end up needing it for mercenaries in this war. Though we're not war leader, so we can sort of peace out whenever, or just wait until our war leader pieces out without any real loss to us. I'll siege a few more provinces if we can. I think one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a single mercenary infantry to go and see if I can do some pillaging. Because we could make some good money pillaging and inconvenience Malwa a lot. This is mainly about taking something from our enemy rather than trying to gain it ourselves. Oi, these rebels. And I suppressed you. You're even suppressed. Freaking nationalist, man. See how much I can take. So you loot by moving into a province that is controlled by your enemy, adjacent to which you have no controlled provinces. So I'm moving around through their back line, just gobbling up all of the wealth I can. Since their armies are all distracted elsewhere, I'm able to go around with just a single unit and grab all of these. And I get their base tax value when I when I move in and siege them. You have to stop and actually siege to do the looting. I just receive it as basically income that month. Alright, we lost a battle down here, but we bloodied them at about equal numbers, and it wasn't like we lost it against the rebels. That would be embarrassing. We can boost our diplomacy. I thought our military was going to be the one to go up to finally give us that edge we needed. But no, that'll be in a couple more months. In the meantime, I will continue to sack the hell out of our enemies. Just looting the shit out of them. We are getting so much freaking money from the looting right now. You know what? That war was worth it just for the loot income we got during the final stages of the war. We sort of encouraged Malwa to take a minimal peace deal rather than trying to go for broke. Because now if we went up against them, we'd have the mass infantry and better tactics. It'd be a lot bigger beast. I actually kind of want this next level since I haven't been to get the extra colony growth again. It's a plus 15. So how are you coming, Europe? Still not coming around? This is a world that is extremely not Eurocentric, where Southeast Asia is the main trade power in the world. I mean, they're still colonizing the New World simply because they have so much advantage on that. But the large central empires aren't rising up, and we're mainly seeing local kings vying for supremacy. They're finally starting to blob up. But Ireland is separate from Great Britain. The natives are still around fighting. Africa is doing, not going to say phenomenal, but it's doing quite well. Oh, I didn't actually finish the core there. Gosh darn it. I was waiting till my army recovered before I went in, and then I forgot about it. Salt it down. That's your punishment for me forgetting. Oh, well. And we now can probably get our colonists back to work. Oh, hey, look. Zhou has actually started seceding from Ming, a new dynasty. Do we have the colonize? Yes, we do. Excellent. This is looking quite nice. This was just a wonderful episode. We took a large chunk out of Ayutthaya. Ming has started collapsing hardcore. Malwa is being held back. We're not quite stopping her at the moment, mostly because of her alliance with Bengal. Hey, we can start seeing the New World a little. There's Newfoundland, the 13 colonies. There's Netherlands a little bit. Oh wow, a lot of our advisors died. Trade advisor. Inquisitor, sure. We still have some piety. We can start converting some of these guys. Getting our religious unity back up. Since we have both of our armies in here, we should be able to suppress the rebels without too much difficulty. And now I'm going to load you on here. And we can start colonizing the island of Java. Can we do anything to further boost our income to ridiculous levels here? We can boost it with... Oh shit, that was the colonial army that I was sending there. And they just had rebels rise up. Shit nuggets. Oh, and there goes our colony. Alright, we'll build a new colonial army. Better, stronger, faster than the last one. We'll bring over a proper military deployment to deal with those rebels. Come on, get on the darn boats. Oh, you're not actually selected. What the hell? Alright, get on the darn boats. We can lose the legitimacy to keep the stability right now. We do want to colonize this. This is a really good province. It's part of our ultimate goals. We will insult Ming at their moment of weakness. Pff, look at who's got all these secessionists. The Ming. Mandate of heaven. Ha! Silly Ming. Little do you know, there is only one God, and Muhammad is his prophet. Your mandate of heaven is worthless, and losing it is just dynastic struggles from losing it are just a sign of your weakness. One, you should come to Allah. It will do all kinds of good for you. It will mostly stop the pirates that are raping and pillaging off your shores. Really, you have to think that's a good idea. I keep seeing land opportunity and thinking it's going to be along the lines of colonial enthusiasm, but no, it's all about mercenaries. Which are nice, they're just not what I really wanted. There we go. And we have another colonist to use already. Right, they finished up here. And this is our last colony in Africa. We're trying to leave space for the year, or at least this last colony going up this side of Africa. I'm probably going to fill in these two over here, but we want to leave space for the Europeans to arrive on this side. I want to grab these two so I can then grab this chunk of interior Africa that is full of gold and stuff and is full of pagans, and possibly start grabbing some of the Sunni lands up here as well, and just get this whole big arc of Africa. East Africa is trying to blob, but it's failing. West Africa, oh, don't break apart, Molly. I really want to see you do well. If you're breaking apart, it should be because you're westernizing. That's the only way I could think of it being acceptable for you to break apart right now. It's probably just a Pellet's and uprising event looking at it. Let's finish some of these conversions while we still have the piety. I'm going to actually build a fort here because the supply limit's so low, and it's on the border. Oh, Brunei, 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 Brunei. Will they accept vassalization as a different religious group? No, they totally won't. I was hoping they'd be released as Muslim because I demanded their release. But Bengal is once again overextended itself into this territory and is getting rebelled to the point where it's going to lose a big chunk of it probably. Do we have any more places I need to build? Yes, road network here. Roads network already built here. Okay. That's giving us basically as much trade power as we can get here, and it's just over 75. Which is an acceptable place to be hovering. My goals are somewhat lowered from my early game 90% control goal. 75 is perfectly acceptable. I want to cut off Ayutthaya here and grab the actual city in a later war, because it's such a valuable city. The rest of their territory, meh. Some of it down here in Cambodia is valuable. Some of the Cham ones, like there's some valuable territory in here. It's just not nearly as valuable as Ayutthaya, and there's a lot of sort of crap that you have to wade through with these one base tax provinces. Ugh. At least they're easy to convert. So we continue to almost wipe out the Buddhist population. Between Sunnis from the west and the south and Confucians from the east, Buddhists are basically being ruled over by other people. Kind of sad when you think about it. But it would only be sad if they were being, ruled over by Western powers. Being ruled over by us, no problem. Portugal's filling in a little bit. Maybe that's a sign that they're finally turning their eyes to Africa. Well, alright. There's good provinces that are still unclaimed here. Come on, guys, get your shit together. But this has been Deckard 6. I'm quite happy with the way things have gone. I ultimately I hadn't accomplished two of my objectives. I wasn't actually able to form Malaysia, and I haven't westernized. But this is because I ended up accomplishing other goals along the way. I broke Ayutthaya from Ming, which I originally left off the goals because I didn't think it was practical. Malwa has turned into a major threat. I'm not going to lie. Mainly because they share the same allies with us. So they've been bringing their allies in, and we've been sort of like stuck on the sidelines. Fortunately, I think we're powerful enough to fight them. Maybe not destroy them, but at least to fight them. This is Deckard 6, and we're going on up.